Hi guys! Okay, so I hope you guys are doing awesome. I bet you are super excited to be done with school and get to summer. Everything has been so weird the last couple of months. I wouldn't blame you for wanting to move forward. But I'm really excited for you guys. And I kind of wrote you guys an email, so you should read that if you haven't read it, and kind of explains some of my thoughts on this. But I spent a lot of time being sad that I missed out on time with you guys and all the joy that you guys bring into my life. But I'm now choosing to be really happy for you guys because you're gonna be freshmen in a few months. Well, technically you could be called a freshman in 2 weeks, okay? So you have a lot to look forward to, and I'm so proud of you guys for making it through this year because we all needed a little extra oomph to get through it, okay? So I want to talk about what we planned for the last 2 weeks. Right now I think it's a little less than 2 weeks. So I'm going to show you how to do it in case you have looked at it and you're like, that sounds ridiculous, I don't know what that means, okay? So I printed it. Some of you will see it like you got it in the email and you're going to pull it up on your email. So I'm going to show you 2 ways of how to go through this, okay? So hopefully you finished The Outsiders and loved it as much as I did. If you didn't, that's okay. It's not for everyone. But I think it's a great book and I hope you enjoyed it. If you're here, then it's Wednesday and you should be looking at something that looks like this. And it says, A Snapshot in Time, Remembering 8th Grade. At the end of The Outsiders, Ponyboy writes to his English teacher. We find out as the audience that this entire novel has been a reflection of Ponyboy's past and all of the events that have happened to him. These events have shaped who Ponyboy is. In a way, the entire novel is Ponyboy's time capsule back to his freshman year experience. We know this year has been a wild one. Many events from this year, 8th grade, will be memories you won't forget for a long time. So we've got something fun planned for the last couple of weeks. You guys are going to create your own time capsule. Each day will be its own activity. So today you're gonna do something that will belong to the time capsule. Tomorrow and Friday, you're gonna have some things that you're gonna do to add to your time capsule. There's a list of some things that we're gonna do together. So like a collection of your favorite memories or lessons, a playlist, a 5 for 5 list, a thankful sticky note, a TBT social media post, and a postcard. I will explain those as we go, but most of them are pretty simple, okay? Okay, this is the really cool part, and that I know that some of you are gonna be like, wait, how? I don't get it. So, once you've completed all the items that I'm giving you, whether it be a playlist, a postcard, whatever, once you've completed them all, you're gonna pick your favorite ones, the ones that you think you would wanna see later when you're older, and you're gonna send them to me. You're gonna send them to me through email, because that's the only way I can collect things. Linus, place. But you can either take pictures of your work and attach to the email or type it up and then send it to me. So, those are a couple ways that you can send me the things. But once you send me these assignments that go in your time capsule, the awesome thing is that I'm going to keep them for about 4 years, and you'll probably forget you ever did them because we usually forget things from 8th grade. So in 4 years, you're gonna get there, it'll be your senior year, or maybe you'll have already finished high school, you'll be done with it, and you will get something in the mail from me, and it will be the things that you did the end of this year for your time capsule. I'm so excited about it because if it were me, I would love this stuff. I would be so excited to randomly be surprised by a letter from 8th grade, things that I did in 8th grade. I would probably completely forget about them by the time I was a senior, or at least they would be a distant memory. So it's definitely a super fun surprise for yourself once you're at the end of high school or at that time. So that'll be May of 2024. That's a long time. So, okay. A couple questions that I've gotten already. How are you going to send it to us? I'm going to send it to you by mail, meaning you need to give me an address. Question, what if you move? If you move, then hopefully you've given me an address of someone that you don't think is going to move. So if you have a friend, a close friend or a grandparent or some other family member that you know is going to stay in the same house for at least about 4 years, give me their address so that in 4 years I send it to someone who can get it to you. That's just for those of you who are not sure when you might move or that you'll stay at the same place for 4 years, okay? What was the other question? How do I send it to you? I think I kind of just talked about this, but sending it to me, you're just going to be emailing me this stuff, whether that means it's a digital document or you do it on paper, fill it all out, and then you take a picture of it, send that picture to me, and I will print it so that I can send it to you in 4 years. So I'll be doing most of the work with this later, but you just need to send me the stuff. If you send me the stuff, I promise to send it back to you in 4 years. Okay? Okay. Okay, quick side note. Before I get into what these are, what's going to go in the time capsule, if you have friends who you know haven't been working on things, and they, for whatever reason, I want you to try and encourage them to hop on and do this. It doesn't matter if you didn't read The Outsiders. It doesn't matter if you're behind on assignments. Those weren't for grades, right? That was just for you to continue learning on your own. So it's okay if you didn't do that. If you didn't do all that, I want you to just leave it behind and still try and do this, okay? This is about you guys. It's an assignment that I made for my students because I know that sometimes it's more fun to work on something that's going to benefit you and yourself, especially later in life. So tell your friends, text them, message them, whatever, and say, hey, let's do this time capsule thing so that we get it back. We get a letter from Mrs. Michael in 2024. Doesn't matter if they didn't do a lot of the remote learning. I just want to see if they can get this stuff done. Have them check their school email. They'll have it, and then send it to me, okay? It's for you. So I'm just telling you that so that everyone gets the chance to send stuff to me so they can get it back later, okay? I hope that makes sense. Okay. This is like one of my last awkward YouTube videos. Are you sad? So, I'm going to show you how to do these things, okay? So, the first 3 for this week are this one. This one is favorite memories and lessons learned. It says, write a favorite memory or a lesson learned here. 3 times. You write 3 of your favorite memories or lessons learned from the past few years. It doesn't have to be just from 8th grade. It could have been from 7th or 6th grade. Pick something that stands out that you're going to be like, oh yeah, I want to remember this when I'm a senior. Try. And then organize your memories or lessons into the 3 boxes. Add photos if you want to. Think about your teachers, classmates, sports, hobbies, friends, family, etc. when thinking of memories and lessons learned. So yeah, any activities or things that you're into, stuff you did in the last year or 2 or 3, try to think of the top 3 and put them on here, okay? So if you're gonna do it on paper, that would probably look like you picking something, like I'm gonna pick, let me think, a top memory from this year. I'm gonna say our DBP Christmas party. I thought that was super fun. So some of them you can write out answers for, but if you want to just use pictures that you have and put them into the document, maybe that means you print them and glue them on here, or if you're typing it, you can literally add the picture onto the document before you send it, okay? But it's up to you how you want to do this. This is really It's not graded, it's just for you. So do whatever you want on here that you think is gonna be fun for you to see in 4 years. So, boop, boop. The more details you give yourself about the activity, or the memory or lesson that you're writing about, the better, because you're not gonna remember details when you're a senior. It's all gonna be a blur. So try to just give details now so that later you can be like, oh yeah, I knew that person, I did that thing, whoa. It will be weird, but it will be awesome, okay? So pick 3, 1, 2, 3. I think that's today's assignment. Ooh. Now I'm like, is it? Yeah, that was today's assignment. After you've done this one, tomorrow you get a new one. Tomorrow, this is a document I made. It looks kind of weird when I printed it, but it looks like it's a little different when it's on the screen. So this one is called your 8th grade playlist, or jams. I called it your 8th grade jams because I'm old and lame. But at the very top, there's 4 boxes, okay? In the 4 boxes, you're going to choose 4 pieces of album art, if you want, from the songs or music that you listened to this year. You can either draw them, print them, and then glue them on here, or if you're doing it on the internet, on your computer, if you're doing it on your computer, then you can go into the document. Wow, this is interesting. And it will allow you to paste pictures into those 4 boxes. Okay? You choose how you want to do it. But that's why it says insert 4 pieces of album art here. Okay? So after that, it tells you to list your 8 favorite songs from this last year, including the song title and artist. I know some of you will be like, I can't think of 8 songs. And some of you are like, how do I narrow it down to 8? Just do as many as you want, okay? Try to fit as many as you can on the list and then send it to me. If it were me, let's pretend I was actually thinking back to my 8th grade jams. One moment. Let me just find something for you guys. I make playlists for this stuff. I literally love listening to my old music. One day you will too. I'm not even lying. Okay, here we go. Okay, my first song I'm gonna put from 8th grade is Since You Been Gone. Since You've Been Gone by Kelly Clarkson. I freaking loved this song. Since You've Been Gone. Okay, I'm done. That's number 1. Number 2, I would do, Skater Boy. By Avril Lavigne. Those are some good songs. I could go on, but let's be honest, you guys do not want to hear about my favorite 8th grade songs. So you need to just think, what did you like this year? Write it down. Then you can look back on it when you're a senior. And yeah. Okay. So that's this one. Okay. Last one you're going to do this week is called 5 for 5. For each of the columns below, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 columns. Okay. Write 5 things that fulfill the topic at the top. These should be things about you now in your 8th grade year. So the first one on the left is grateful for. Write 5 things that you're grateful for here. So you can make a list if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you write down a list on there, and then you're gonna write down the 5 things that come to mind when you think of things you're grateful for. Me, I'm gonna put Zach, my husband, Linus, my dog, Lola, my cat, my students, even though I miss the crap out of them, and I don't know. whatever. Moving on. Okay, the next column is accomplishments. Write 5 accomplishments you've had here. I'm gonna say remote learning. We all accomplished that. We got through it for the most part. You guys need to find your 5 too. Maybe that means you finally passed the Spanish test, or you got your math grade up, or you enjoyed English, or you guys did really well in your basketball season this year. You finally learned a song on the piano that you've been really wanting to learn. Like, whatever it is, make a list and just kind of get in there. 5 goals that you have. That would be goals you have right now for the future. It would be so cool if you wrote down these goals and then when you're a senior, you're like, yeah, I did that. That'd be so awesome. Okay. Column number 4 is food. Write 5 of your favorite foods here. That's gonna be easy. I'm not even gonna do that with you guys. And then lastly, facts about you. Write 5 facts about you here. Choose things that about yourself now that really apply to you now, so that later you can be like, oh, is that still how I would describe myself? Or is that still something I enjoy or like? Yeah, that's it. So that's your first 3. Your next 3, I think I have 3 more, I'm gonna give to you next week, and then you have a couple days to send them to me. You choose which ones you like the most, and you're gonna put them together in an email and send them to me so that I can print them, put them in an envelope, write your address on it, and save it. I'm gonna keep all the envelopes together, put a rubber band around them, and write the year 2024 on them, keep them in my desk, and later you're gonna get it, I promise. Okay? All I ask in return is like, you know, a commencement announcement when you graduate, because you know I'm gonna come do something embarrassing and see you, and it'll be so great, okay? Okay, that being said, I think I might make one more video. I don't know, I don't want to say that it's over, you know? I might make one more video to explain the last 3 things for your time capsule for next week, and, you know, just be sad on camera. No, just kidding. I'm gonna be so happy for you guys, okay? So I hope this makes sense. If you have questions, email me, ask me, how do I do this? I don't want to do this. If you don't want to do it, if you don't want to do like one of the assignments, just skip it. Do the ones that interest you and send them to me. Better send me something than nothing, because I really want you to get something your senior year, okay? Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Tell your friends, get on their school email, get this time capsule and start doing it, okay? Get on FaceTime and do it together with them, like do something. Try to enjoy it, and what you send me back, it's gonna pay you back. Okay, I'm done being awkward. I hope you guys are doing well. Miss you.